TOOLKiT, tell us the first tool you ever bought with your own money, and with your experience now, would you still choose the same tool, or would you completely change your first choice?
Well, I've got to think back for mine. You go first.
I think mine was the trowel, wasn't it? I think.
No, because a customer bought you first trowel.
But the first one I bought myself was a trowel, wasn't it? I think. I'm sure it was. The ox one.
It could be.
Yeah, so I think I bought a ox trowel because it was the cheapest one at the time, and it was a Philadelphia pattern because I was adamant that the Philadelphia pattern was better than the London.
Only because your dad was using one.
Yeah, and then recently I was given a London pattern, so I think if I was to change, I would change buying the Philadelphia. I'd buy the London pattern now because I have my eyes open to the London pattern.
Just quickly explain what's the difference.
Oh yeah, sorry. So the Philadelphia pattern, it's
Do you want me to explain?
yeah.
A London pattern it's very narrow, but it has rounded shoulders, so it goes round. Philadelphia pattern is rounded, but it's like got square shoulders, so it's much more like that, whereas the London is rounded. Quite different. Doesn't sound any different when you're using it, but they are very different, aren't they?
Yeah.
I assume they probably feel different in your hands, don't they?
There's different lengths, different widths. You can get wide London, narrow London. There's all kinds, isn't it? It's boggling. There's so many different trowels you can get, different makes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People get very nerdy about the trowels, don't they? But we don't really.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a WHS? We heard that was quite a good tool make back in the day.
WH, exactly. Back in the day, you don't get WHS was I can't remember what the initials stood for, but my first trowel was a Spear and Jackson WHS, and it was stamped on the blade, which you don't get anymore. Like a lot of them are Chinese steel, which isn't a good steel anymore. And I think the Marshalltown is still made in the States, I think, but a lot of people say the ox stuff's made in China, which is that's why they're cheaper. But W Rose is another one that's an American make.
Yeah.
But we didn't like that, did we?
Not really, no.
No, we couldn't get on with that one.
It's surprising how picky you can get about trowel shapes and brands.
Yeah, but once you can set a brick, you pick a trowel up. By the end of the day, you'll be fine with that trowel. You just get into it, don't you?
It's about just preferences, isn't it?
Yeah, just getting used to it. Yeah.
Being picky.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But the two trowels we've got now were given to us by another YouTuber, Rhodian, and that's why we use them, because they're like they're a bit special, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he decided he wasn't bricklaying anymore, so you can have these. So, yeah.
So they mean quite a lot to you?
Yeah. Very sentimental, and they're good trowels.
No, they'll never get binned.
The second
No,
you decide
no.
you don't use them, they'll get put in a nice little case.
Yeah, put them on the wall or something. But we used to do foundations, and we'd go through a trowel every 12 months, wouldn't we?
Oh,
They wear out really quick, but now we're on smaller jobs, our own extensions and stuff, they last a lot longer, so.
The second this one starts showing you where they're breaking, you're just going to be like, oh no,
Yeah.
we'll put you in a box.
Yeah, keep that for
Get the
bestie.
mantelpiece.
Yeah.